Heyo everybody, Haku here with my third read-through for Kubera. For this one we're going to be starting The Sorrow of Lost, which starts with chapter 12 overall. This one is 9 parts, and I'm actually a few days behind. Like I said before, the last video that I posted was supposed to be up like the week before, and I was behind or whatever. So I'm doing this video, you're probably seeing it like Thursday or Friday, and I'm going to try to do another one this Sunday. So I'm going to split this in half just because it would take me well over an hour probably to read all 9. So I don't know if I'm going to do 5 chapters this video and 4 the next video, or 4 chapters this video and 5 the next video. It depends on how I'm feeling. It depends on like if I get 4 chapters in and I'm like, oh, that's a really good place to stop, I'll stop. If not, I'll go one more. But yeah, just letting you know this one's going to be split into 2 parts because it's kind of long. And I know in the future there are some that I think people have said get up to like 30 chapters. So of course those are going to have to be split up. But yeah, like I said from the beginning, these videos are just going to be like 30 minutes to an hour every week. However many chapters like 30 minutes to an hour gets us is just what you'll get every week. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm really loving the series so far, and I'm enjoying doing the read-throughs. I like taking my time, just chilling, going through the series, and because of that, it's probably going to take a while for us to catch up, which is fine, because why would I want to rush to catch up? If I rush to catch up, I'm not going to be able to do read-throughs anymore. Because I'm just not going to have any more chapters. I mean, there's stuff coming out weekly, but I don't know if I would do reactions every single week or not. So yeah, I'm enjoying taking my time. And from those of you in the comments, it seems like you also enjoy me just taking my time and discussing it as I read, which I really am so grateful and thankful to all of you for. Because I don't know, it feels like there's a lot of like really popular channels that like react to stuff or whatever that like, I don't know, are just loud and bombastic, but they don't actually like, I've seen one channel that I will not name because I don't want to be rude like that, but they started Tower of God and I was like, okay, I'm going to watch them, and man, the reading comprehension is at a 0 out of 10. So yeah, because of stuff like that, I don't know, I just want to really appreciate and enjoy the story with all of you, and you've been really great in the comments about like giving extra information but not spoiling me on anything, and not like being too technical and over explaining, because there have been times when like I read something and people are like, well actually this because this, and it's like, oh okay, you didn't need to over explain, or like explaining things that I already clearly understood from reading. But yeah, I don't know, everything's been great so far. I've just really enjoyed every aspect of this, and I feel like there was something else that I was gonna say before I started reading, but now I don't remember it anymore, so I guess I'm just gonna start. But also, yeah, one more thing, thank you to whoever shared stuff in the Kubera Reddit. Somebody told me recently that somebody did that, so thank you for that. So yeah, just wanted to say thank you to everyone before we start reading and let you know what was going on. So let's start off with Chapter 12, The Sorrow of Lost 1. I've brought you to Atera because you said you wouldn't go anywhere but here. But, as you can see, there's no way of getting past the closed space which is protecting the city. The closed space, spell, blocks any attacks from outside the city, but if we attack, our location would be revealed, and we would be attacked by the turrets. Please, do not try to attack, even if it's for fun. I do not think I'll be able to escape while carrying you. Okay, and it's again Marina seemingly trying to be the like voice of reason, while I think his name was Gandharva, I might be remembering kind of incorrectly, was seemingly like, why don't we just attack? If we can't attack from outside the city, we should go inside. Those things called turrets won't attack the inside of the city, right? And then Marina still, you are right, but you forgot one thing. Like I said to you earlier, there's a high possibility that there's a god in the city. Entering the city with a god is as good as a suicide. Are you afraid of gods? I'm not. There are only 2 types of gods that I know of. One, which is the majority, who aren't even worth dealing with, and 2 who are somewhat interesting, but none of them could be the subject of my fear. Playing with them for fun and being afraid of them at the same time don't make any sense. So I wonder if he's now, because of the way the text is, I wonder if this is him thinking or if this is him speaking like telepathically like Marna's been doing. Playing with them for fun and being afraid of them at the same time don't make any sense. Alright. Interesting. And we see like this sort of, I'm assuming it's like symbolic of his presence. Of course my circumstances are different now, but although my powers become weaker, I will never fear a god and turn back because of them. Right? Sorrow of Lost One. There's an entrance that the humans use, but the procedure of entering seems to be difficult, and the turrets will activate when we try to enter by the other routes. I think it would be best if we just turn back. Just a second. There are humans passing by down there. Seeing them passing by here right now, they must be heading into the city. What kind of humans are they? I can't see well. Let's stay in Atera tonight and leave for Misty Shore tomorrow. They'll be sold for high prices at the auction in Misty Shore. I don't know if that's a horn or a piece of bone, but it's so cool. How could it make the halves so helpless? And of course it says half is 50% mixed blood of Sura and human. People think this is trash because it doesn't work on Suras, but it's the best for us half hunters, right? With this, we practically don't have to do anything to catch halves. Okay, so we see that people hunt Suras. Well, I guess it makes sense because they're like lesser Suras and stuff too. Like, I was just thinking right now about like Suras being like an equal component to gods, but I forgot there are also like lesser Suras that I'm assuming are just almost like monsters, basically. That's true. Why would anyone risk their lives to catch Suras when we can make it easy by catching halves? By the way, and we see like what I'm assuming are half Suras. So I guess half Suras are going to be sort of almost like beast men. By the way, the bill about the half rights hasn't been passed through the Magician Council yet, right? Don't worry, that bill will never pass because there are too many magicians who hold their grudges against halves. We can sell these halves as slaves or kill them and sell the parts. No matter what we do, no one will arrest us. And Marna's getting angry. Marna, answer me. What kind of humans are they? They're trash. We should recycle them immediately. Hey, calm down for now. I have to ask them a few questions first. And then, I heard the Garuda clan Suras have amazing eyesight. That's why their eyes are so expensive. So, even for the halves we have back there, their eyes will be worth more than half of what the rest of the bodies will sell for. Well, if they were not halves, but real Suras from the Garuda clan, their wings would have been more expensive, though. Huh, look in front. Wings. What? And then we have Marna bringing Gandharva down. A real Sura? It can't be. Only upper-class Suras can turn into human forms, and they can't come into our realm. You're right, that must be a rare half that has wings. We're so lucky today. We got 2 already, now 3 and 4. It's time to show them the power of this item. And he just brings it up to him. Look at him, he's so scared he can't even talk. Hey, half Garuda. You look really fancy for a half. Did you buy those clothes to match your hair color? Take out your wings again. They were really huge. Your feathers will sell for good money. Say something. Are you mute? Don't kill him. Just stay still. And we have Gandharva's voice in his head. He is really staying still. What a good boy. Hey, I have something I want to ask. What? This guy's blue. What clan is he? Huh? He's not only blue, but his eye is retarded. Whoa! Cancelled! Cancelled! Marna's cancelling him! He's bleeding. Oh my, I told you to stay still. It's better to not converse with those who have potty mouths. That's best for me to... Sorry, I'm about to like cry laughing. That's for me to decide. If you break his jaw, how would he answer my questions? Oh well. Even if one guy is gone, I can ask the other guys. And he just beats them all up. I think these 2 can answer your questions. They're halves, but they must have good knowledge about this realm. And they look scared of him. And he just scares them more. Wow, I'm so scared. Why would you make the kids cry? I was only trying to unlock the things around their necks, really. Step aside, you prankster who pretends to be serious. Everyone wants to joke around sometimes. Shut up. I know he looks scary, but he's not a bad guy. The things around your neck are bothering you, right? Let me take them off for you. Huh? Thank you. Actually, these were preventing us from running away. Should I heal your arm as well? Are you here for community service? He's being very chatty today. All right, there you go. It's better, right? Thank you. You're a real nice guy, sir. And then he's silent and smiles. I'm happy that you think that way. Thank you. I dropped them off to where they wanted me to. There was a place where halves live together. Yeah, you didn't need any of them, did you? What kind of guy do you think I am? A guy who's so hungry that he eats curry mushrooms. Why would you go on about that when you said you weren't upset about it? Wow, I found it. A black card. This must be the magician license, right? Are you really going to do what the Hab suggested? I love how, like, somewhat dark the sort of plot going on right now is, but how, like, the actual dialogue and panels and everything are just complete comedy. Are you really going to do what the Hab suggested? In order to... Sorry, distracted. In order for that to work, you'll have to look like a human in every way. Then, I'll change my looks. You can change everything, but what about your right eye? Covering it up will not be enough to... And then... I can just take it out then. Gandharva, why would you do that? I would just give up and go back for now if I were you. Well, why would I do this? Because I'm bored. No, it's because ever since I lost everything to those sneaky bastards, I kind of miss that idioty Smith who's fair and square. And we see human Gandharva. Interesting. To be continued. Alright, we have finished chapter 12. I mean, I love the way the plot was continued a lot. Like, there was a lot of really important plot content. But I feel like the best part was it was very, very funny. It was really, really, really funny. The comedy was great. And I guess from the very beginning, I don't remember if it was in the prologue or like chapter 1, where like, what was it, like the action was crossed out and it said comedy, something like that. But yeah, either way, I guess let's move on to chapter 13. Starting chapter 13, and we have somebody blurry falling on their butt, and I can't tell who it is. The hair looks too light to be Kubera, and they look maybe too feminine to be Gandharva? Yeah, I don't know. Hoot, what a perfect landing. Faster, further, safer. Thank you for using Roosh Seiron's perfect teleportation service. Oh. That's not what I remember Roosh looking at. Maybe I'm just remembering incorrectly. I mean, we did only see her like once, basically. Roosh, you should have thought about my safety too. My glasses would have been tattooed onto my face if I hadn't stretched out my arms in time. And we have Lorraine, I think was her name. Why do you wear glasses anyway? Just buy a Garuda's eye and eat it. Okay, so this, I guess, is one of those worlds where, like, eating ingredients or whatever gives you their abilities. Where are you planning to use all that money you have? Scrooge Lorraine, why should I care whether you fall down or get hurt? You dragged me here just because you didn't want to pay for teleportation. How I miss Asha. I should say something at the magicians meeting, that we need to elect a more competent branch manager. We shouldn't have a branch manager who says her specialty is teleportation, but is actually not good at all. Just a second. Actually, I was just playing around. I'll make sure that you have a safe trip on our way back. Your joke almost killed me. But it's better than actually dying, right? Well, let's start the investigation with this. She pulls something out. What is that? An item that tells you how many people died in a place. As you can see, we won't be able to find any bodies in the state of the village. But this item tells you how many people were killed by identifying even the smallest traces, which we can't see with our eyes. And she throws it up into the sky, and it releases a mist over the area. Once we know the number of casualties, we'll be able to guess the number of survivors. How? Do you just know the population by heart? The population of this town was 112, including the guards. So the whole town totally vaporized, so there should be 112 casualties. If the number's lower than that, it means there are survivors. And then we have her hitting it. What are you doing? You have to hit it to get the results? No, we have the results, but something seems strange. 0. Okay. So it seemed like her mom and what's her face died because she had that vision of them. But maybe they didn't die. Maybe they were just teleported somewhere. Who knows? Interesting. Episode 13, The Sorrow of Loss 2. I mean, it kind of does make Kubera's, like, loss of her village. I mean, it really wasn't played up for that much drama, to be honest. It's not like sometimes a character's family or village will be slaughtered, and that'll be, like, played up heavily for the emotion, and, like, there'll be a lot of angst surrounding it. But while it has affected Kubera's character, obviously, and, like, while it's affected the character, the story and the tone of the story hasn't been all angsty about it, and it hasn't really been played too much for, like, oh, you're supposed to be super feelsy and sad. If it was played up for that and then we found out everybody survived anyway, then it might hurt things, but I actually, like, don't think it's, like, that bad, when, if anything, this series has been playing more into the mystery aspect of what's going on with her village, rather than feelsy because they died. So if anything, I think this works for the tone that the story's going for, because it just feeds more into the mystery, which is actually what I feel has been more focused on, like the mystery of who Kubera is and, like, what's going on with everything. So I think it actually is fitting. I've never been lucky. I wish I were here earlier so that I could have seen Asha. My sister's been a fan since she was in Eloth College. She'll be here soon to change shifts. That's a shame. Oh, the guy from before. I'll be in the Magic Branch Union for a while. I'll take a picture with her if she comes to see me. Okay. And it's weird how even this... I would have figured that that was just a random background mob making an offhand comment that meant nothing, but even that's coming back in to play. Hello? Show me your magician license if you're a magician, or if you're a magician. Go away if you're a commoner. I don't want to deal with commoners bothering me today. And Gandharva comes in. And then the drool. So, you don't want to be bothered today, huh? No, not at all. All I have is time. The checkpoint in the city has complicated procedures for passing through, but you can get in easily if you have a magician license. That's why there are many people who borrow licenses. Stealing doesn't work because thefts can be reported, but borrowed licenses are fine, as long as checkpoint staff overlooks them. You're uniquely attractive. Do you have a girlfriend by any chance? Not at the moment. Oh, that is surprising. Please wait a minute, let me check this. From what those half-hunters were saying, it seems they also paid to borrow the license from some magician in Rhintalo? I don't think the magician who got paid would report it missing. This probably wouldn't cause any trouble, but the thing is, some of the checkpoint staff may not be so lenient. And we have Roy Hemawati, Pureblood. Alright, interesting. Agni Kubera. Interesting. Recent visit Rhintalo. Alright, and they're a level B. Interesting. Okay, I'm just trying to store this information for later. Huh? Did you dye your hair? Your face looks totally different too. Do I need to put on my glasses? Is this a borrowed license? I can't let you pass with this. In that case, you bribed them. That's why checkpoint staff make good money. They usually pay one gold coin, but even if it's not money, if there's something they like, some of the other staff members might let this go, but I stick to the rules. Magician licenses are not supposed to be lent, and I just want to see my friend. I'll be out soon. Please? And then, the seduction. Is that a yes? Thanks a lot. No, you can't. Oh well, whatever. The alarm isn't going off, so he's definitely a human, and we have Sura detecting sensor. And he's not a magician, so he won't even have the power to cause any problem. Nothing is strange about it. It's just that the item's defective. The whole town was blown up and there's no casualties at all. It's not like the whole town could have moved out at the same time. You're right. It makes more sense to think that this item's defective than that there were no people who were killed. Based on the fact that there were no survivors in any of the Red Sky incidents so far, it's more likely that this town was wiped out as well. Yay, we're all done then. All we need to do now is go back to Atera and report that they're all dead. Let's go. No, although there is a high possibility, it's still just an assumption. You're in a hurry because of Asha, right? Then that's even more unacceptable. I'll just kill Lorraine and go to hell. I like Lorraine so far. I heard that there are so many magicians who want to take over the branch manager's place because the current one doesn't do anything. Well, shall we investigate the nearby town, or the towns nearby first? Okay, Atera will be just fine without us, so let's take our time and do this right from A to Z. And now we cut back to Gandharva. Why isn't he reacting to my presence at all? Would he be focusing on something else that he can't even notice that focusing on something else that he can't even notice that I'm here? If that's the case, I guess I should go find him myself. Huh? That was too easy. With all the humans around, you're the only thing that's shining, Agni. And then everything starts to die down, or maybe that's just a transition to this field. The plants and like grass is like so weird and interesting in this series. Like the color palettes are like really, really interesting. Why are you never serious? Would she forgive me if I give her some real flowers in a really serious manner? Then will she smile a bit? And then, you have no taste. Those flowers look terrible. Your sense of aesthetic's always been terrible. I feel sorry for whoever's getting that thing. And then we see Gandharva show up. Long time no see, Agni. What's with the look on your face? You look as if you've just seen a ghost. And then this look of, oh god, I don't want to deal with him. Honestly, Gandharva these past two chapters has been way jumping up in my favorite characters ranking. But, yeah, I guess. I don't know. I really, really loved it again. I feel like there's not really much to say here at the end of the chapter because I kind of like talked as I was going through about everything I thought and liked. But, let's just go to chapter 14. Alright, The Sorrow of the Lost Part 3. All those years I treated him like an idiot, but I was the real idiot. I didn't know what he was trying to hide behind the smile of his, and I never tried to know of it. It will take a long time before I find out the reason that made him act like an idiot. Chapter 14, Sorrow of the Lost 3. The eighth month of N8 at Terra Temple Library. Curry-flavored soda's about to come out, so that was 8 years ago? They make everything, but I'm definitely going to try it when it's out. Agni doesn't like rain, but he withstands it every now and then for the survival of the people. Wow, there are white stars? Huh? And then we have the entrance examination for the College of Magic, Cosmology. Apparently the color of stars differ according to temperature. The order goes red, yellow, white, and blue. The red star has the lowest temperature. Huh. That's odd. Shouldn't the red star be the hottest one? Maybe the book got it wrong. No, it's right. I changed the color in that order when I get angry. By the way, the white star is great to take a nap on. And then white star starts at 10,000 degrees. Stop lying. Even if you are a god, how can you sleep somewhere so hot? Because I'm even hotter. You're not hot. You're rather lukewarm. Wow, just because I act lukewarm, you really think I'm totally lukewarm? I should show you how hot white can be. What did you say? I want to eat hot white rice with curry. And he just drops it. Why curry all of a sudden? I don't know, I'm hungry. Give me dinner. And then, you look like a real bum right now. Yeah, my nickname used to be Bum Smith. He really is an idiot. And then, it's better to be like this than you getting sick. And we have the meeting that we ended with last chapter. His face, he just turns away. You have the wrong person. You know I'm right, Idiot Smith, Agni. Cute glasses. Why? You were nowhere to be found when I tried to find you. Why do you have to appear now? I left all of that annoying business behind, and I didn't even tell the other gods that I was coming here. Do you get it? This is like you're forcing me to work during my vacation. I want to be happy for a while. That's weird. Shouldn't you be happy to see me? In front of your eyes, Gnostica, that you gods want to kill so much, is here. And then Gnostica, born without parents, the first Sura, the origin of all Suras. Okay. So, Gandharva is Gnostica then, the original Sura. Also in a severely weakened state. Right now you could easily finish me off by yourself, Agni. What the hell do you take me for? I should attack you because you're weak now? If that was my style, I would have killed you a long time ago. I don't know about the other gods, but I hate to sneak up on their opponent while they're in a weakened state. I hate those who sneak... Okay. Those who sneak up on their opponent while they're in a weakened state, who use surprise attacks, or those who take hostages. If you want a real fight, we'll have a proper fight in the Sura realm, so stop getting in my way in the human world. That was the reaction which I expected, but I'm still surprised. How could someone so honest be a god? Wait, Sir Agni, why did you give it back? We could have killed Gandharva easily if we had it as a hostage. You sneaky little rat, just die. Expect a private meeting with me in hell later. Hey, Gandharva, I'll go for today, but make sure to leave your luggage at home. I just can't attack you with that aside. Oh? And is this a child, Sura, maybe? Okay. I'm such an asshole. I haven't even paid him back for his kindness. In fact, I'm paying it with an evil deed. What, are you sad because I won't fight you? A fight's the best, is the best when fought properly. Today's no good. Better luck next time. I have something to confess. Huh? Agni, the thing that you're looking for? Remember the time when you found it, after all of your hard work, but it died? And then we see somebody being killed. I'm the one who did that. And she kept calling out your name until the last moment. It's like he's just still trying to, like, provoke him. Like, whether what he's saying is the truth or not. Starting up at the sky, the place where you were. Or I guess staring up, they mean. Like that. She was given an insignificant death. Oh, and is he actually going to fall for it and get angry? Oh, and because her power is keeping him here, it's affecting Brilith when he uses his power. Since him being here in this realm is tied to her. I knew it. Anything to do with her, even if it's a bold-faced lie, it makes you go crazy. So again, it wasn't the truth. Yes, that's your weakness, Agni, and I'm exploiting that weakness. I'm a coward that you hate so much. And we have the huge light burning off of him, which connects again back to the colors that were mentioned earlier. Then we cut to Asha. To be continued. Alright, we're doing at least one more. I will admit my voice is starting to get a little bit tired, and I don't want to end up with a sore throat and then not be able to record more. But, yeah, we got at least 1 or 2 more chapters to go. Alright, now we're on to Chapter 15, or the Sorrow of the Lost Part 4. Starting here, the power of a god is proportionate to the condition of the summoner. No matter how outstanding the summoner may be, she'll still not be able to withstand Agni's white flame. And that overwhelming power of the god will be paid with the summoner's own lifespan. Summoning Agni would have already cost so much of the summoner's lifespan already, so many more would result in the summoner's death. Oh, is he trying, so that they can attack, is he trying to get Agni to flare up his power to kill Brilith, which then undoes the summoning and sends him back to the realm of the gods, allowing them to attack here in the human realm? Big brain. Then Agni will be gone. Without a summoner, a god can't stay in the human world. What do you think? Isn't it a wonderful plan? This is not something that just anyone can do. This is possible only because I know his weakness. He never gets mad unless you hit him the exact spot where it hurts him. Let's say you do have a plan, but how about you? Is there any way to protect yourself? Do you think you can survive after making a god angry in your weakened state? You treat me like a weakling now, because I've been, being too nice to you, huh? You're a weakling now, aren't you? You are a weakling now, aren't you? Truthfully, I think you're asking for a death wish. In the blink of an eye, you might actually be following in Shakuntala's footsteps. Stop it, that's enough. Shakuntala's alive for sure, he thinks. Stop saying things as if she's dead, or communicates telepathically. And then Marna is worried. I'm sorry, I made a mistake. No, that's okay. You might think that, or you might think like that. After all, I'm a weakling who's about to pick a fight with a god. No, I didn't mean to call you a weakling. It wasn't a mistake, I really am weak. But I won't be killed by Agni, so don't worry. Putting out a fire is easy. That's my specialty. And then we have Chapter 15, Sorrow of Lost 4. Gandharva, one of the Gnostica, the first Sura. Okay, so there's more than one Gnostica then. One of the leaders of the 8 clans of Sura. So maybe, I guess, if there are 8 clans, that means there are 8 Gnostica, potentially. One of the leaders of the 8 clans of Sura and the king of the Gandharva clan. A friend of my father and my childhood teacher. Can we move to somewhere else? This place is too hot. We can't do that. Garuda told me to train you here. So I guess, since it is the Gandharva clan, Gandharva is the Gnostica of the Gandharva clan. So I guess Garuda is the Gnostica of the Garuda clan. And of course Marana's father. Alright, Garuda told me to train you here. I think it'll be burnt to a crisp before I even get to fly. Oh, I think I'll be burnt to a crisp, okay. It actually is kind of hot. But still, a promise is a promise. We can't go anywhere else. We'll have to give some changes to this place. And he sends some water up into the sky and makes it rain. By the way, Marana, this change won't make anything easier. I don't want to hear any complaints later that it's too cold here. Alright. The weather and the landscape changed at his will. If he wanted, he could turn the land into sea. It wasn't a problem to him back then. Yes, I wouldn't be so worried if he had half the power he used to have back then. And then he hears a bang. And he sees the white light going off. And flames spreading through the city. Come out if you have, if you've made everyone evacuate from the building. Was that everyone on the 3rd floor? That's interesting. So everything we've been building up in these chapters of Atera, we might just see Atera completely destroyed here. Which is so interesting. Like, it's so... I don't know. I felt like we could have a slow start and we could be in Atera for a while and stuff. But it could be interesting if already we're just going to, like, basically have this place be destroyed to get further into this plot. It's interesting. And, like, not even destroyed from a Sura attack or anything like that, but from the provocation of Agni. How about the 4th floor? There was no one on the 5th floor. Someone check the list. The list is burnt. It's hot and loud. Loud and hot. Hot, hot. I couldn't check. The 5th floor, it's blocked. Can't you use magic to put the fire out? I used Hotivarna earlier, but it had no use at all. The fire seems to be strong magic itself. Please wake up. And then nothing, just continually ringing the doorbell. Hungry, sleepy, sweaty. Hoti Kubera. Magic to reinforce the physical strength of the user. Oh? You were whining about how you couldn't leave, but as soon as it's all cozy and warm, you're sleeping like a baby. And then Asha punches through the door. The seal broke too easily, Roosh. Or were you planning on breaking in? This is scary. Anyway, Lise, hurry up. I don't think the building can hold much longer. And then she's just asleep. Actually asleep. You wouldn't even notice if someone kidnaps you. Wake up! She kicks her. Okay, Mom, just 5 more minutes. Do you think this is your house? Wake up this instant. I know. I know this place isn't my home. I know that I don't have a home or a mom anymore. I know. I know everything, so please don't rush me. Just a little bit longer. Stay with me a bit longer, Mom. She's holding onto her leg. Man, now we're cutting back. What happened to the 5th floor? I came down because of the fire. Are there people there? Of course, someone really important's there, and you can still teleport, right? You should go, and I can't use up all of it. What happened, or what if something urgent happens? I need some for my own survival in case of an emergency. I'll be dead when Rouge gets back. There's someone on the 5th floor. Oh, it's not one. There are 2 people. Are they planning to jump down from that height? Wait, that person. Asha, isn't that Asha Rahiro? Oh my, it's Asha. Me, I'll save her. Shut up. I'm going to save her. Mom, is this a new blanket? It feels so fluffy. It's so fluffy. It feels so nice. Yes, it's a new blanket. I'll sleep well with this. Yeah, I'm gonna sleep in this new blanket. Good night. And then, Bhavati Vayu, and then magic that controls the airflow. You have to wake up soon, but I hope your tears stop in your sleep. And she just airwalks. To be continued. What a really great chapter. Again, I like the way that the plot is really like, I like things that are long term, and this has like 500 chapters, and I like when things take their time. I've always said this, like, I don't mind an arc taking like 30 to 50 chapters if it's because we get to see all the little details. I like for things to be detailed and to take whatever time they need for us to see every little interaction and to get like all of this depth and stuff that means stuff. So this plot isn't going fast, but it's not meandering. I like that we're not just stuck here for forever. We're straight up going into this really in-depth stuff with Gandharva, learning more about the Sura and how they're organized, and a bit more about like Marina's past, and more about Shakuntala. I always keep forgetting their name, and like the mystery behind them. Gandharva almost mistook Kubera for them, which is interesting. And again, that leads into me being like, Kubera's got some sort of special relation here, obviously, because main character, because the village was being sketchy, because Agni also had a weird reaction to Kubera. Kubera shares the name with a god. Then the stuff with Agni and Gandharva is really, really good, because we're getting like the destruction of Atera already, but not because of the Sura directly, but because of Agni, and Agni might be the cause of Brilith's death, which you'd feel like he's a god, he's got to know, but she has been hiding how much it's been affecting her health. So again, I don't know, it all is smartly written, I would say, which is something that I can say for like some series here and there, that I don't know a better way to explain it other than like it's smartly written. Yeah. I guess that's all I wanted to say for right now. I guess I am feeling okay enough to record one more chapter, so I might as well. And then for Sunday's video or whatever, you'll just get the last 4 chapters of this. I'll do one more. I'm sure there's also more stuff that like I was just talking about, like that I forgot to add in there, that I'm really, really liking about what's going on right now, that I just kind of forgot about in like, the process of going through everything. But yeah, the Sorrow of Lost, Part 5. Miss Brilith, a mysterious blazing fires engulfed the city. The city defense closed space is off. Is there something wrong? And then silence. Is she sleeping? That's odd. She's usually a light sleeper. Seeing the closed space is off, she may be sleeping. You don't have the key, right? Move, I'll open it. Hoti Kubera. And they bust in. Miss Brilith, excuse me for interrupting. This is an emergency. And then, she's sleeping in the chair? She must have been very tired. But we still have to wake her. Miss Brilith? Wake up. The city's in trouble. If you don't activate the city's closed space immediately. And then she notices the blood. Miss Brilith? And Brilith has collapsed in a pool of blood. What? Don't just stand there. Hurry up and get the doctor. Okay. Even if I didn't apologize, I thought that you would show up and smile as if nothing has happened, but that was a stupid mistake. And then we cut back to Agni. Alright, Sorrow of Lost. 6, or 5. 5. Fire suit for sale, fire suit for sale. How much is the fire suit? It's 4 gold per suit. It's cheap, huh? It's only twice the original price. I'm sure everyone will go to the temple. Or will there be enough room? That's the only place where we can go. I heard even the magic union's burning. Buy your fire suits. If you want to go to the temple, you're gonna need this. That way's blocked. How about this way? Mommy, my head hurts. Huh? And then Kubera finally wakes up. What? Let go of me right now. And then she throws her down. What the hell? I said let go of me, not throw me. Are you gonna take responsibility for me if I get stupid from the impact? I don't think your brain can get any worse than it is now. If your legs didn't break, stop wiggling around and follow me already. Why would she always talk like that? She has no manners. I'll be the bigger person and endure it. I'm not going to expect anything from her. And then we're going back to Agni. This feeling, even though it was for a short period of time, but I definitely turned white. Damn, I always tried not to use too much power so I won't overburden her. Did all my efforts turn into nothing in the blink of an eye? Damn it. Prilith, what happened? I can't even teleport right now. How hurt are you? Me just being in this realm is dangerous. I should get back to the God's realm. Don't just stare at me. Tell me what you want, Gandharva. And then, White Flame is hot indeed. If the summoner was a bit stronger, I could have died. But I cooled down the temperature of your flame, so not too many humans should have died. However, it would have been fatal for your summoner. Seeing that you're still here, I guess she's still alive, though. And we have Gandharva back in his normal form. If I don't stay calm, he might go after Brilith. So what? I should calm down and act normal, as if I don't care about that human. Who cares if my summoner dies or not? It's not like I'm going to die. Don't tell me you talked about my weakness just for that. It's too bad for you. You should have used your hidden card wisely. You can't get me mad with the same trick twice. And then he smiles. Really, that's a relief. I would have felt guilty if I killed the summoner who you adore. But, since I know she doesn't matter so much to you, I could just kill her, right? Brilith. And then he thinks, you're going to kill Brilith. No, if I get mad right now, Brilith will really die. I need to handle this with words. Though, I don't care what happens to my summoner. I do care that Asura is getting in my way. Have you considered this? If you kill my summoner, I might just go off to Sura Realm and kill off the rest of your clan to get even. And then he remembers what I'm assuming is his daughter. And smiles. What the? Why would he smile like that? This is why I don't like Gnostikas. Even if I use my insight, all I can see is his black shadows. I can't even guess what his intentions are. Huh? Kill my clan for revenge? I guess you can do that, but you know what? There's no more of my kind for you to take revenge on. Anyways, I'm going to kill your summoner. Stop me if you can. Interesting. So, Gandharva's really become one of the most interesting characters in the series at this point. There's a lot going on with his character that we're, slowly getting bits of. Okay, so you're saying the city's on fire and the closed space is also gone for some reason. Then, are we evacuating to the temple with everyone else? No, not evacuate. We're going to put the closed space back on. Brilith, the priestess of the city of Fire Atera. She knew almost nothing about the magician battle, to the point where she wore a princess dress to the magician test, and she's not even good at it. However, her ability to maintain the closed space is evaluated as a perfect skill by everyone, and because of this the problem aroused, since the closed space was too perfect. The other priestess candidates had no job to do that they had to leave for other cities. That's when the closed space goes off. There's nobody to that's why when the closed space goes off, there's nobody to reactivate it. There are many magicians in this city, but those who could employ the closed spaces are rare, I'm assuming. Lots of small grammar mistakes. So, all throughout, but just going through it. So in short, what she means is I can employ the closed space. What the? She's showing off again. Anyways, that means we need to reactivate the closed space before Asura attacks, right? Then why are we walking like this? It's useful, or it's because there's no useful magic you can use. Or if it's because there's no useful magic you can use, I could give you a piggyback ride to the temp. No. She refused before I could even finish my sentence. To be continued. And we get cliffhung there. That's pretty good. This was, once again, I don't know if I said it last chapter. I guess it just keeps getting better. I think these 5 chapters were the best so far. They were really, really, really good. I don't know. I kind of did more of a big discussion at the end of last chapter. There's a lot I'm really enjoying and a lot we're really learning, but that I can't comment that much on. I can't talk about that much yet because I just don't know enough yet. I have to keep reading, you know what I mean? There's like so much that I can't really discuss because it's just a matter of I need to keep reading. But yeah, I really, 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 really enjoyed that. And I hope you enjoyed the video too. I've been having a lot of fun with it. I guess if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of this, or these chapters, my first thoughts and reactions. Like I said, in a couple of days, hopefully Sunday, maybe a day or two late if I'm running behind, we'll have the last 4 parts of the Sorrow of Lost. But yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. Like, comment, subscribe for much more Kubera, much more on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want. If you want a link to the Discord server, ask and I'll give you one. It's free and open for anyone. If you want to help support the channel on Patreon, it's patreon.com/HakuofTheTubes, or a link will be in the description. Or if you want to join up as a channel member, you can just hit join down below the video. But yeah, thank you to people who are already members and patrons. Thank you to chosen regulars, Etchy0, and Evan Hawley. Thank you to Cherryton Student, Elsa the Storyteller, and David Langstaff. And thank you to Slayer Candidate SG. And thank all of you for watching. So yeah, thank you again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.